Good morning. Here we go again. All right, so as you know, yesterday I had to start working on creating auth screens, authentication in my application, because I don't have any users. No users means I can't grab the objects related to users for displaying in things like game plan and playbook, and eventually teams and leagues. All that stuff needs to exist in order to be able to run the game, basically. So I started building the Unity UI. Parts that will have Unity parts that will have the user information on them, and I'm reusing some of the same screens and objects. Obviously, I would to keep some consistency between my React screen and my Unity one. Although I would like to make it a bit more dynamic. I haven't decided how to do that, but I've done some research. It sounds like it's possible to do some cool ideas for screen animations and that kind of thing. What that's going to look like in time, I don't know yet. We're going to try and get to that point. One of the things I'd like to start being able to do, much like you see me doing with my my web app here. This is the React app, and you see me having it up on my screen. I would like to eventually get this up so I have my Unity screen up there as well while I'm developing it. Now there's a number of things that need to be addressed on both. I mean, obviously neither one of them is done, but they are both making significant progress, and I will continue to try to make them be a little bit better each day. But I have to get the Unity one, getting some stuff interactive. So let's keep it going here. So what I did have, I think I actually put all the parts in for my auth page. This is the user ID page, but I do need to go in and complete building the, so if I go to the user account panel, I got user details, streamer key, username. Eventually I have to plug all these parts in. That's the user account panel. Did I not create no, I did create a login panel. Where is that? User details. Notification, scroll back around user account. Where did I put it? That's the pane notification. Okay, so playbook panel, simulation panel. Menu. All right, well, I'm pretty sure I created, oh, the registration panel. There it is. Oh, yeah, I decided it wasn't going to be in my main container because it's going to be a pop-up that basically happens once, unless you log out, and then it'll pop back in because you're basically starting over the app. So yeah, so that's why this is separate. So let's go ahead and go back to this. I'm going to go to my account page here. We're going to make it disappear for a minute. And then we're going to go back over to my login and make that reappear. In much the same way, I want to give the same kind of background to this, just like I do with my other logins. Yikes. Just got attacked by tinnitus. Got a major ring in my ear. Don't know where that came from. Awesome. But it faded. Easy come, easy go. Let's go turn on my background music because I need something in my ear here.
why do I have a photo of a tree here? More on that in just a second. So Google just took their smartest AI model, Gemini 2.5 Pro, and made it even better. Now, confusingly, instead of calling it 2.6 Pro, it's still called Gemini 2.5 Pro, but they've added 0506 to the end, which signifies the date of the release. Anyways, this model is seriously impressive. Apparently, it dominates the LM Arena leaderboard across all categories, making it the most performant, most intelligent AI model out there. So in this video, I'm going to show you how and where to use it. Plus, I'll show you some cool things it can do, and of course, we'll go over its specs.
I had to stop and look. I saw the link.
Let's jump right in. Thanks to HubSpot for sponsoring this.
I still don't use Gemini, by the way.
First of all, where
I've tried
can
it.
you use
Don't
this?
really care for it.
At least at the time of this recording, it's only available in Google's AI Studio, which I'll link to in the description below. At the top right in the model dropdown, you should see this new Gemini 2.5 Pro 0506. Note that another place to use Google's Gemini models is the Gemini platform, which I'll also link to in the description below. It's just gemini.google.com. But if you select the model dropdown, at least for now, it's not clear if this 2.5 Pro is the latest 0506 version. So in this video, I'm mostly going to use AI Studio to show you some cool examples. And this is what I personally prefer because you can switch from all these different models, including this really powerful image editor from Gemini 2.0 Flash. And then note that for this latest Gemini 2.5 Pro, it has a token window of over 1 million tokens. This is basically how much information you can fit into your prompt at once. So 1 million tokens is roughly over 700,000 words, or an hour of video. This is like 5 times larger than what other leading AI models can take in at once. And then we also have this really handy temperature slider, which determines the creativity in its responses. So if you drag this all the way to 2, for example, this wouldn't follow your prompt as much, and this allows it to be more creative. If you drag this all the way to the left, it's going to process your prompt a lot more literally. So for us, I'm just going to leave it at the default of 1. And then you also have various toggles over here. So structured output basically forces
here's
the
my
AI
problem.
to
Even if I
format its
wanted to try
response in a
these
structured
things,
way. So for example, if
you don't get very many tries without paying for it.
Or output a data table with specified columns, then this would be a good toggle to turn on. And then for code execution, this allows Gemini to also execute code in the prompt. And then for function calling, if you enable this, the AI can use external tools or APIs to retrieve information. And then finally, this one is also super useful. If you toggle this on, it basically searches the web with Google so that it can fetch the latest information. Notice for the leading AI models out there, including Gemini 2.5 Pro, they can already do simple stuff like writing an essay or simple Q&A. So if you're going for simple stuff like that, it doesn't really matter which one of these models you use. They're all really good. But what makes the top models particularly useful, including Gemini 2.5 and 03 and 04 Mini, is their ability to think and reason and solve more complex problems for STEM subjects like coding, math, and science. So in this video, that's mostly what I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna test it on some really challenging STEM-related prompts. Plus, the awesome thing about Gemini is that it's multimodal, so it can take in and understand multiple formats, including audio, images, and video. In fact, for the first example, I'm going to take this video where I draw out a diagram of the app I want and explain what I want it to do. Let me play you the video first. I want you to create an interactive earthquake visualization of Japan. So let's say we have a map of Japan like this. First, I want you to list or show me all the major cities in Japan on the map. And then there's going to be a left sidebar where I can adjust various settings like earthquake magnitude, etc., etc. So these are the settings that I can adjust. And whenever I click somewhere on the map, so let's say I click here, then you would start to create an earthquake. So it's going to be an animation effect that slowly ripples and ripples all the way until it hits one of these cities. and based on the magnitude of the earthquake, I want you to calculate how severe the impact would be for each major city. So I've uploaded that to YouTube, and then I'm going to paste the YouTube link in here like this. So notice it automatically knows how to extract and analyze the YouTube video, and this takes up around 14,000 tokens out of the million tokens. Now, to make sure it's actually analyzing the video and understanding everything in the video, for my prompt, I'm not going to mention anything about earthquakes or Japan. I'm just going to write, put everything in a standalone single HTML file. So let's click run and see what that gives us. Alright, so here's its thinking process. For all the top models out there, usually they have this thinking function where it takes some time to think through its answer and correct itself before it gives you its final response. So let's look at its thinking process really quickly. Here it's breaking down the requirements which I specified in the video. A map of Japan, left sidebar for settings, click to create earthquake, earthquake animation, impact calculation, etc., etc. And then it starts with a plan of attack. So phase 1 is the basic structure and the map, and then phase 2 is adding the sidebar controls, phase 3 is the earthquake animation, phase 4 is impact calculation, etc., etc. So afterwards, it proceeds to give me the entire code. So I'm just going to scroll all the way down and then download this HTML. And then I'm just going to open the HTML in my browser, and here's what we get. Indeed, we have an interactive map of Japan, which you can move around. And if I click here, for example, it does cause an earthquake, and we can see the impact of the earthquake on all the cities. This is so cool. Now, if we change the magnitude, let's change this lower, and then if I click here again, note that the severity is lower than the previous earthquake, which has a larger magnitude. And then if I drag this all the way to like 10, for example, and let's say I click here, notice that the severity is a lot higher, reaching 100 for some of these cities that are nearby. And then let's see what wave factor does. I think this is like the speed of the ripples. So if I drag this to a lower value and I click here again, yeah, so this ripples a bit slower. Anyways, a really cool app. It totally understood my really lousy explanation and illustration from the video. And this opens up a ton of possibility. Instead of just typing out a prompt and not fully being able to explain how you want to design an app.
So I have an idea for an app. I have two apps actually. Now, I know for a fact one of them's way too complicated. The other one's probably minorly complicated. Like this is pretty simple, draw a city map. These are some cities, create these waves. Now it's simple in that it's not a lot of bits and parts, right? I mean, I don't know how big this HTML is. It's probably, 10 pages, a few hundred lines maybe. Now I think my game apps are going to be considerably more complex, but I am tempted to try the easier of the two in a vibe code and do something like this. I don't know if it could figure it out. For one, I would have to figure out, I want some graphical aspects to it. I actually have a whole lineup of features and functionality what I want to add to it, but it's going to be a pretty straightforward thing, and it might be a fun thing to play with on a day as a detour. But for now, let's get back to task. I was going to turn on my music. Lately, I've just been... I think it's funny how they add in the static of like an album. When they're playing their synthesizers. That's all this is somebody's got the little synthesizer beat going, da 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 da, and every now and then they're tapping a key. And they just keep playing with the synthesizer settings. This is basic stuff. I mean, I could probably create some synthesizer music. I don't know if I'd want to do 12 hours of it. They probably do it, set it on repeat and record, and they do 2 minutes of it, and they're done with one, and then they do another one. So they're probably like a lot of repetition in there, but I'd be willing to bet 90% of this music is digital. maybe 95. Maybe somebody has some skills on it. There's really rarely any string instruments on here. You don't hear a lot of guitars. It's mostly like the beats and the keyboard. So, yeah. But it does put some sound into the background, so I don't feel like my brain is gonna turn to mush listening to silence. I've never been good at silence. I would love to listen to some, top 40 or oldies or anything else. But Twitch and YouTube are not fans of you doing such a thing. So here I am. All right, so let's go ahead and put my background on my image here. I want to create a copy of this thing. We're going to drag this guy over to my login screen here. Kind of wanted it in there. Oh, it is in there. How does that work? How is my scroll background in there, but yet it's not in there? How is it in, but not in my screen? See, let's make sure I do it the same way I did on the other menu button. So my user account panel. Alright, where is it? Oh, am I not showing it? I'm probably not even showing it. But where's the, where'd it go? What did I do wrong? My scroll background, there's something weird about it. Source image. But what's it attached to? It's in my, once I put it in my, I didn't connect it to that, did I? No. How did I do that? So if I go here, oh, there it is, scroll background. No, that is the scroll background, but what's it attached to? How's it doing that? Alright, well, let's see. Does this turn off? No, that's not right. It's in the wrong place. It's not inside my login register panel. This is my login register panel, but I want this to be inside of it. Alright, well, let's see what happens if I drag this in here. No, I can't. It don't work. What is the problem? Alright, let's see what you got for me here. No, not that space. So, I have a scroll image I am using as a background. I set it as a child in my login register panel, and immediately it displayed as a background, but on the login register parent. All right, so trying to figure out why my image is not showing up as part of my panel. I put it in here in the panel, so like if I shrink this, you can see that it vanishes because it's a child of the register panel, which is this thing. In fact, if I click on it, you can see that it highlights here, but it's not actually setting. So sounds like you're having an issue with UI element. You want to use the background for login screen, but it's displaying on the parent element instead of being constructed on this. In Unity's UI system, when you add an image as a child of a panel, its position and size are relative to its parent. To make the scroll image appear as a background specifically, you need to adjust its rect transform settings. Here's how you can fix this issue. Make sure the scroll image is a direct channel child of, well, yeah. I mean, I guess I can, oh, maybe it has its own size. So what if I go like, no, let's go. Let's see if that's the case. If it has its own size, it's bigger, right? So if I were to go 0, oh, okay, so it is. It's got its own size. 0, 0. That's just because it had a size already set to it. There we go. I thought it was like, I thought it would just contain automatically, like it couldn't be bigger. That I did not expect. Alright, scroll back down reg. That should at least get me onto the right screen. Okay, so we're good. That wasn't too big of a major problem, but now I've got my image actually behaving. I may end up changing this image. A couple of things. You can see my scroll actually doesn't take up the whole page. It only goes, it's like there's a chunk of it, so I almost want to clip it. Clip the edge off of the left side so that it fits a little bit nicer and gives me more space of actual visibility area. It's not going to be a big deal with this page, but it is going, you know, it's going to be a problem eventually. And I want to have an effect where my images, why is that not showing the stuff on it? Oh, is it not set to the right background? What did I have to do last? Oh yeah, I had to push this all the way up here. There we go. So that all the stuff I put on it shows up on top. Which is, you know, pretty key. All right, I think we're good to start looking to, I would like to change my button here because this is ugly and gross. What if I don't know how to round corners on a button. Is there even a way to do that? There's probably some kind of code or something I can do. Maybe. What if I... Oh no, not the old bouncy bounce song. This is on every single one of their recordings. I hate this. It hurts my ears. Serious, it almost makes me feel nauseous, like I'm on a boat, you know. I don't know, maybe on a boat with a bad motor, putting along. A lot of these songs I don't even recognize. I don't even hear. It's like they're just in there. They're providing me some kind of background. But all right, so I'm gonna try and see. This is the register button. Let's go with heavily transparent, like way transparent. Yeah, there we go. And then I think I have button text here. And we're gonna go with bold, and we'll say 36, and we'll go with my usual 25 tab, 12 tab 12. What is it? And then this song. What is he doing? It's like he's... It's like making a squishy sound. Hey, there it goes again. It's another dumb song. Hopefully they do. Yes, I know. I'm easily irritated. Like, dude, stop making weird noises. I don't need no duck in my music. All right. I would like to have rounded corner border. Can I do a border on here? What is my options for border? Normal color, highlight pressed, selected, disabled. Color multiplier, fade duration. Pixel per unit, material color recast padding. All right, it's not great. How do I put a border on my? I made. Oh, do I need to do an outline? Maybe I need to do an outline. Can I do that on this one too? If I go add outline. Nope, can't do it here. Alright, I was trying to show, taking a shot. Something I could do on the text stuff. I'll let you put a border on an icon. How do I add a border to my button that I made transparent? Just the border. Using the border property of the button image, there's no border. Where's the border property? Select your button in the hierarchy. In the inspector panel, find the image component. Yes. Set the image to sliced. Yes. Or border, depending on your Unity version. Is border a chance? Nope, it's sliced. Set color to fully transparent. Adjust the pixel inset or border values. What is a pixel inset? Adjust the pixel inset or border values to control the border thickness. Add a border color or use the sprite property with a border only sprite. Alright, well, let's give it some clues. Okay, so I am using Unity 6 and the image component of the button as source image, color, material, raycast, target, raycast, adding, maskable, image type, fill center, check, pixels per unit multiplier, and no other than what I described earlier. For a transparent button with only a border and text, you have a few options. Use a slice sprite with border. First, create or find a sprite with transparent center and visible borders. In your button's image component, set image type to sliced. Assign your border sprite to source image. Keep fill center checked. Set the color to white or whatever color you want the border to be. Make your button's image component transparent by setting alpha to 0. Create a new UI image as a child of the button. Configure a direct transform to match the button size. Use a simple border sprite or a line renderer. I love the way they say, just use a simple border sprite. I don't know what a sprite is. I assume that's a image of some kind. I mean, why are they called sprites? Must be a graphics thing, graphic application thing. Sprite. I don't know what the heck sprite is. I hear sprite and I think pixie. You know, D&D got the little sprites. They're like little pixies. Use Unity UI extensions. If you're willing, I already have that package to your project. You can use the dedicated UI line renderer or UI outline. Install and add the UI renderer or UI outline component to your button. I tried that. It didn't work. Oh, do I have to type UI? UI outline. Nope. Oh, there it is. Outline. I mean, I'll try the outline. I don't have a problem with that. Couldn't hurt. Couldn't hurt to try. So we're gonna go there. And we'll go 125. We'll go to make it not transparent. And should I go 2? Just see what that does. Oh, it didn't work. Oh wait. No, it's on there. Darn it. Wait, yeah. I didn't do anything. Darn garnet. I added the UI outline component, set the color and the effect distance. Use graphic alpha checked. There's some weirdities, man. Is there a way? I wonder if I was to change. What if I did this? No, because if I do that, it'll probably put on the outline of my text. The outline component may need to be above the UI component in the inspector. Really? Can I do that? Is that drag upable? How do I move it? Can you even drag this? Move up. Nope, that didn't do anything. Canvas renderer? Okay, let's go one more up. Move up. Now it's above the image. Still didn't do anything. I don't really have anything else except the canvas renderer to move up above. That's kind of the last one that can go above, which obviously cannot go higher than that. So, yeah, I didn't do anything. Maybe try 1 or 2, 2. Try effects, try different values. The default is often 0, 1. Try increasing it to 0.5. Alpha, that's not as a checked, it's either on or off. It doesn't have a value. I don't know, try 2, 2. Nope. Well, phooey. Alright, so let's try the text item. The outline's not doing anything. It's so complicated. Something simple. You know, you just want to add something and it just work for once. I don't think anything I've ever put into Unity just works. It's like, oh, just add this. And then it's like, oh, well, there's more to it than that. It's like, of course there is. There's always more to it than that. All right, well, let's try this. Since you're having issues with UI outlining, you could try this alternative approach. All right, so let's take this off because obviously that's not doing anything. Remove component, which had absolutely zero effect. It's like it didn't even know I did it. It's like, oh, you had something in here. Let's try this. Button outline. I might use this anyway multiple times, so we're gonna go in here. Maybe I can apply this to other things, which I probably will have a need to do. So we'll go to my scripts. We'll call it UI common new. That's interesting. Did I put that under scripts? Scripts. Oh no, this one. UI. Oh, common. That's the one I want. Alright, yeah. Create scripting and C#. We'll call this one button. Open this puppy up. It'll just take me somewhere random. And then we'll go try this. Don't suppose you're going to work without having compile issues. Hey, look at that, no compile issues. Alright, attach this script to your button. Alright. Oops. Where do I attach it at? As a component? Is there a script? Nope. It could be that I have to do this, because a lot of times I have to create these game objects. And then you put it in, and then you use it. I have a feeling I have to create, I probably have to create a button outline game object. Because nothing's ever just drag and drop it on. Make sure your script is in your project. Verify the script appears in the project panel. Should compile without errors. Add the component to your button. Select your button game object in the hierarchy. In the inspector, click Add Component. I did that. Right here. Add Component. And I said button. Well, it could be that I can't do anything with it because stuff in my app is not compiling. So let's probably fix let's fix this first. Let's get it compiling and then maybe it'll show up. I got a whole bunch. I got 17 errors. The type is on. Why? So why does it think I'm trying to private auth service? I have auth manager, user account service. I don't know why it keeps using this. It's deprecated. Object finder. don't think this is where I know that the MCP, I think the documentation is out of sync. Now, notice I've been getting sleepy and I need to wake up. I did 6 rounds of boxing this morning, but I mean, there's only 20 some minutes of exercise. Though I did throw 1,402 punches with my lightning quick reflexes. I don't know how exactly hard I was hitting. Felt like the punching bag was moving around a lot, but what do I know? What's the right amount for a punching bag to be swaying when you're punching it? I should start throwing in some pull-ups during my workout or during my programming. Like, make me do 10 pull-ups for follow. I'll do 20 pull-ups if you can get me to 20 followers on YouTube. Is that fair? I mean, I've got like, what? I haven't budged. I haven't added anybody. Come on, folks. Chop, chop. I need more followers. See, what are we at currently? I can't even see this tiny little thing. Nothing. 190, 17, 207. It's nothing. It's not anywhere nearsy enoughs. I mean, I assume it's refreshing. Can't really tell. There's no proof of my refreshing going on, other than the fact that it needs to change every now and then. But there's a lot of going off the screen stuff. But hey, best way to know is somebody say, I followed you, but it didn't show up on your counters. And then I'd be like, oh, what? Alright, what's the problem here? So, my Auth service, I don't have an Auth service. You helped me set up this page, but it is referencing Auth service. Which I don't have. Is that meant, hey, to be referencing manager.cs in the Auth folder, or perhaps the user account data .cs in the key data folder. I don't know what it's what this is trying to reference. Certainly don't have an Auth anything there. User account data. I wonder if it's trying to be the Auth manager. It replaces the reference to your existing Auth manager. Oh, okay, so it is. It's Auth manager. And I didn't create Auth manager. A lot of this stuff I didn't completely create. Some of it I like defined, and then I let the AI type it out for me. But hey, so I was talking about I was watching this guy use Gemini 2.5, which apparently they made some more updates. It's called Gemini 2.5 Pro May 6th edition. It's basically what it is. It's just a upgraded version that they didn't bother to increment. They just gave it a date. And this guy was doing a vibe coding for this little app, Earthquake app he created. It was simple. It was basic. But I got an idea for another app that I think can mostly be done with vibe coding. So I'm thinking about trying it, seeing what can happen with it. Now here's the problem. It has to be an Android app, which of course Unity can't program Android. It can program the code for a Unity app, but it doesn't do the UI. So the only way you can make it an Android app and have it do the UI is create it like as a web app, HTML, something like that. But honestly, I might be able to get by without using a graphics engine for this app. Maybe, probably, possibly, kinda. I mean, there's things in it I like to have it be graphical, but you applied at a dealership, huh? Doing what? Selling cars? Or RVs or boats? And what is a part? I mean, like what? Or are you just like gonna be there, like maintaining cars, cleaning cars? I mean, I would imagine they need people to do that, right? Keeping things when they come back from. Well, you said dealership. What kind of dealership? I'm not busting you. I'm not busting your your ego. I'm just curious, what kind of dealership? I mean, usually you're selling something. Motorcycles? Rocket planes? Rocket planes. I'm boosting it up? Why is that why you're saying that's a step up from what you're talking about? What, Windows? What are you selling? What kind of dealership is it? You know what? You know, if you're good at selling cars, you can make good money from what I've heard. If you're because you get commissions based on those cars, but you got to be able to hard sell people, man. I don't like hard selling. I can't do it. I can't be that guy who jumps on people as soon as they drive into the parking lot. You still haven't told me what kind of dealership. A porter. So you'll be like cleaning and taking care of the car, not cars or whatever kind of thing it is. You haven't told me what it is. You're just a porter at a dealership, which is basically the guy who maintains stuff, right? Who's kind of like handles the minutia of the vehicles or the objects of which you're going to be dealing at a dealership. Again, you haven't said what it is. Hey, that's a job's a job at this point, right? When you don't have work, take it, man. I would love to. I feel like there's got to be something that I wish could fill in as a part-time job for me. I really wish I could get my stream here going well enough for, I could at least, I don't know, make some part-time money. I mean, it'll never be part-time money. Well, no, that's not true. It'll never be measurable money. I mean, right now I'm making $10 a month because I have one guy who's been paying me $10 a month. Actually, I think it's only $8 a month or something. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, that's not bad. It's a job, man. Everybody's got to get something. I would do just about. I would love to get any kind of part-time job, honestly. Almost anything. I don't have to work desperately yet. I just hate burning through my retirement money because I'm like taking a 20% hit because I'm taking it before I'm old enough to take it. But it does make it so I don't have to do something stupid. But I would still love to have some kind of money. Yeah, I get it. No, that's everybody's got their thing, man. I don't knock you at all. Go get your money. Go do what you got to do. That's life. It's better than DoorDash. Everything's better than DoorDash. You could probably make more money babysitting. Actually, babysitters are it's a hard job now. You got to get all these certifications and bonding and yeah, it's not the easy thing it used to be. You can't just can't be a friend of the neighbors and get $20 an hour or $10 an hour. People don't leave their kids with just anybody these days. Too many crazies. What's the problem with that? Oh, I was on the wrong line. How'd I end up there? Oh, because I had a break there. I would take care of a kid. I love kids. I think kids are awesome. I'm ready to be a I don't want to date myself. Yes, I'm ready to be a grandparent, but my kids aren't ready to be parents. Actually, I have one son who wants to have kids, but his wife doesn't, so they're probably not going to have kids, which is really sad. And he knew before he got married, but he just said it was more important to be with her than to have kids, even though I think it really disappointed him. It was a hiccup in the relationship, but he eventually just said, well, that's life. So I'm sad, which is weird because I think even his wife would make a great mom, but she's afraid of her. As a kid, she was pretty sick. She was a sickly kid, I guess. A lot of issues. And so she doesn't want to take a chance that her kid would have the same problems. So, yeah. Anyway, my other kid, my second oldest, he might someday. Yeah, well, you can't be afraid of society. Society's gonna always be a problem. There's always something wrong with society, you know. All you can do is do your best and pray that God and the Holy Spirit will guide them through the perils of this world until it's time to move on, right? Beyond that, you just got to do your best. Give them the influence, the education, and the guidance you can until they it's all right. My eldest is 30 as well. He doesn't have kids. And then my second oldest is 29. Yeah, I think he's 29. No, might be 28. 28. He's 28. You treat your nieces like kids. Why are they not kids? You say you treat them like kids. Well, my nieces like kids. Oh, like they're your kids. Oh, like they're your kids. You know, I have a niece I love more than anything. Actually, I have a nephew I love a lot, and he lives close. And I have offered to my brothers multiple times, if you need a babysitter, look, I'm home. Let me know. I'll gladly spend a day or a few hours or whatever with them if you need anything. And they're like, oh, cool, man. Hey, maybe we'll do that, blah, blah, blah. Never hear from them. They never contact me. And I'm like, dude, I mean, I already know my nieces love me. I mean, my niece, I spoil her rotten. Take her, I get ice cream and whatever goofy game she's playing. I mean, she's only 3-4 years old. No, maybe she's going, man, is she going to go to kindergarten soon? No, she's not that old yet. She's 3 or 4. But, you're getting there, but you still have time, man, if you want kids. I mean, first of all, well, you know, I never really assumed, but I'm assuming you're a guy. I don't know, really. I guess I just always guessed with your video name. But you have until you're forever. Guys can have kids until they're like 70. So now there comes a point where you're gonna have to find a younger woman though, because they don't have that same child rearing longevity that men do. Because guys don't really have to rear them; they just have to contribute to them, I guess. And keep yourself fit so that you can help take care of the kid. I mean, you don't want to be an old guy who can't help because you can't get up. But one of the main things that keeps me in shape in my life is I want to be able to play with my kids. That's what kept me going in my before, and now I want to be able to play with my grandkids. And I mean not just play like, yay, let's play on the floor. Like when they're old enough, go play basketball with them, go play tennis with them, play football with them. That's the kind of fit I shoot for. It's like right now, my wife has really been getting into pickleball, so we play a lot of pickleball. But you know, I win pretty much every time against all of them. The other day, I took on my son and his friend 2-on-1. They beat me the first game barely, like 12-10, and then I beat them like 4 straight times, destroying them because you get in the rhythm. But and they want to, they're getting better. They're getting faster and stronger and more accurate. And I'm like, eventually I won't be able to beat them both like that because they're just getting into it. But that's just me. I mean, it's like I want to be able to do stuff like that with my kids and my grandkids. And so I continue to work, and when I work out, the things I focus on to make sure is my flexibility, my mobility, and arm wrestling. You know what? Arm wrestling. I have an uncle that for years, even up until I was in my 30s, I think, we used to arm wrestle every time we'd see each other. And for a while there, he beat me. Like we started when I was in my late teens, early 20s, and he would beat me year after year after year after year. But I kept coming back trying to beat him. Finally, I think I beat him when I was, I don't know, my late 20s, early 30s. And then I beat him the next few times, but it was always close. I mean, it was always like back and forth. But the thing is, I continued to get stronger and stay fit and work. And he just kind of, you know, relied on his fitness, his natural. He's always had a natural gift for being fit. He doesn't even try, but he always did. But now he's getting older and older and older, and he's starting to get to that point now where, you know, he's not as fit. I mean, his lack of effort is starting to show. And I always tell people this, and this is I believe this through the core of my being, that people who get older, have a lot of years on them, aren't out of shape because they have a lot of years on them. They're out of shape because they have a lot of years of not doing. You get out of shape from not doing, not from aging. And the thing is, people go, oh, well, I've always exercised. I've always done blah, blah, blah. But reality is, I believe a lot of people, when they say, oh, I exercise, I've exercised all my life, they don't push themselves. Because over time, you know, you get tired or bored or blah, 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 and your effort level starts to do this. And each time you're like, last week I benched 225, but you know, I'm kind of tired today. I think I'm just going to go to 200, do a few sets at 200. And then the next time you're like, I can go easy today. Let's just do a bunch of 180s. And then you come back and you're like, I'm only one short of 200, but I don't want to push that extra one. I'm going to stop. So you stop trying to beat your best, or you stop trying to even hold your best. Those points at which you just slowly start letting yourself not try. It's not like you wake up one day and bam, you can't do these things. It's time goes by and you just do less and less and less. And yeah, you're getting weaker because you're doing less and less and less. You know, it's use it or lose it. Fitness, strength, all that stuff is use it or lose it. And you can get it back in a lot of cases, but it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort and a lot of time to get it back. And a lot of times you have to go through the aches and pains of that growth again. And a lot of people are like, oh, I can't, I'm getting too old, I'm so sore when I work out. It's like, you're sore because you don't work out, not because you're old. It's because you don't do these things. I've seen plenty of people who are fit and capable into their 70s and 80s and whatever, because they don't stop trying to do better. And that's me. When I go to the gym, it's like, okay, well, what did I do today? Like last week, I kind of went light. I says, I only did 225 like 5 times, 210, 10 times, blah, blah. This time I went in, I said, I'm going to push myself. I made sure I went up. I did 210, 285 for a warm-up, 15. I did 210, I said push myself to 15. I did 225, I did 10. Yes, I didn't go to 240 or 250 because I haven't been doing those weights in a while. And I wanted to kind of, I didn't want to strain myself too much because I've been doing lightweight, body weight stuff. And I do them on high, what do you call it? High repetition to kind of offset the lack of weight. But, when you're going in and you're doing these things, you have to always push to go harder, or to a point where you're truly feeling that you're close to maxed out. You can't do much more. So when I do a mensch is great, but I like to do floating push-ups. I'll be around. I may log off for my midday break, but I'll be back. I'll be around all day until I'm not. So go have a good drive, man. I always think I think Sam's Club for me is like 45 minutes away. Costco for me is closer, so we don't have a close Sam's Club. I can get to like 3 or 4 Costco's in the time it would take me to get to Sam's Club around here. All right, where was I? Let's fix my nonsense. What am I down to? 14 errors. User manager. Okay, so this is going to be tough. I don't have... I wonder if that's supposed to be the user account. See, I don't have... You know what? I think that's supposed to be user account or user account data. This is another one like that. Like Auth manager. Is this supposed to be referencing referencing user account data .js or user account.cs or user account source.cs. All right, man. 15 minutes. That sounds good. No, don't worry about it. I'll be around 30, 45, whatever. I'll be around, I'll be around. This is going to be a task I'm on for months and months to come. I may take a break and then start a new stream where I'm going to do a vibe code. I'm going to try. I feel like I want to try to do a quick vibe code. I have an idea I want to try out. To determine whether the code should reference user, reload interesting step so user ID. The method used in playbook data.cs to get fetch the current user ID. The implementation is not provided in the current context. So we need to investigate its definition, understand its source of user data, possible sources. Next steps, we need to examine user manager to clarify its dependencies. Let me know if you'd like to search the user manager. I don't have user manager. There is no user manager to examine. I'm trying to figure out what this was meant to reference. And we created it. At workspace. Gosh, I'm surprised. I switched things, and how it didn't delete this other stuff. I don't know. Replace this with Auth Manager. Oh, really? Okay. Hey, we're down to 7. It's probably the same here. The namespace, global namespace, already contains a definition for team. Oh, does it now? Alright, so where's team at? User account. Here's my models. Does that run game? Yep, that's what I thought. Alright, so team ID, name, and players. What is this one expecting it to be? ID, name. Actually, I think that run game one is going to be totally bad. Though, team ID, name. I think I'm going to dump this one. I don't know, what is it actually expecting? This one's expecting FPFM Go MS. I don't think the simulator actually has a team. Play info, play log, blah blah blah, team details. Team details, maybe. Team staff, game rules. Might be that stuff, but who owns the team mascot? User account has a team. Which is more like I'd expect that one to be. None of these have players. Just realize that. So the players must have a team ID. So players must have a team ID. Team player, yeah, it's team ID. So honestly, I think this one needs to go away. And I'll probably have a thing that says, you don't have team ID, but we'll figure that out in a minute. We'll get rid of one problem and create another. Oh, we're down to 4. API handler doesn't contain definition for get texture. API handler get, okay. And then we got this one. Auth service cannot be found. It's Auth manager. And then this should be object.find. Okay, so Auth Manager doesn't have that. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out awake, get auth token, auth user I, get user I, user every. That one actually could be different. It could be referencing my user account or even my because login is not in the Auth Manager, but I think it might be in the user account data. Get user, get user, get user, his user, sets to. Get team. Where's login at? Is it in here? One of you guys has login. Something here has login. I don't know. Account. It's not account management. That's a page. All right, where's login? Welcome. Hey, are you telling me I don't have a login function? How do I not have? Oh, there it is logged in. Log out. Huh. I feel like these utils, like Auth and services, are kind of broken. I mean, they're like redundant. Like, I don't know, I have a user account service, which is just gets user account information. It's not really a login. So I'm feeling like my Auth manager should probably be underneath services. We call it Auth service or something. I'm gonna put this over here. I feel like it's a service. Changing my mind. And then we're gonna change the name too. I laugh because I do stuff like this and it's like, really? You sure you want to do that? And it's like, no. You're probably gonna regret it. So we're gonna actually do this a little bit more complete and total here. Shift, we're gonna go Auth manager. And we're going to replace in files with Auth service. We want to make sure we do the whole case and the whole word. And we're going to do the entire project. And say replace all. That's only 14. And then we're going to change this to say Auth service. Just so that we have them all consistent. Then, when I go to my errors, that doesn't feel right. There's no way that should have fixed it because I don't have a login on here. Account management valid is a username. Because this call is not awaited. Alright. Let's let it compile. Let's go over here. Let this do the compiling for me. Alright. Still, interestingly enough, that did not how hard is this to fix? It's funny when you do Copilot, and you say ask Copilot, it always uses ChatGPT 4. This one's load play data. How come that don't like that though? Oh, put async on the enable. Supposed to be public too. Private async. Oh no, that's okay. Async. On enable. Load data. Getting rid of all these warnings. And then these items. Show Clemp info is editing username, cache duration, signed but never used. I'll have to look at that a little bit. But, alright, so we should be able to get a full compile now. Let's make sure we saved everything. Oh, we still got problems. I knew there was problems. Oh, we have 9 problems. Oh. What is the name set up for team? Oh, yeah. So we got game started, blah versus blah. Request game session from backend. Let's go. Game mascot versus game mascot. Okay. And this is going to be ID. Convert team to team. Oops. Is it little I? Okay. Convert team to team data if needed to. We also have game master. What is this? It's gonna be interesting. Fetch game session. But do I have? I need to do something like this where I get the players, but I feel like this is not. Couple of issues here. Let's avoid using proteins. So we may need to refactor participants. That's what it's called. just trying to get everything to compile so that I can test trying to connect to my backend. But and I also need to attach a script, and it won't let me verify that it works or attach it because things aren't compiling. I think that's the problem. I think that's the problem. I won't know until I've got it all compiling. Where was I? All right, so oh yeah, I was defining where this was, which was in AMG Auth data. Which I got user account data, which is probably supposed to be AMG Auth data. Which is, nah, that's not necessarily true. I didn't actually create an AMG Auth data. I should have, but I'm guessing that is probably this user account services. Get user, log in, log out. I should probably create one. I don't think this is fully hashed out anyway. Add new item. AMG Auth data.cs. And honestly, I don't even know. So you get user game details, update user game details. What is the Auth service? What am I using over here? Let's go look at it. Actually, I may actually have this anymore. A filter on? I do. Alright, so I have data file, AMG Auth data. Let's try something here. I want to go over to this one. I'm going to go, nope, not that one. This one. Nope, not that one. This one? There we go, that one. I have too many windows. I have so many chat windows open. I kind of get myself caught up in all the different minutia. Yeah. Workspace. Set up the same functions from FPFM web /source/app/data. There's AMG Auth data.cs to be used here in FPFM Android. /assets/scripts /game processing /game data AMG Auth data.cs. All those functions will be needed in facility app as well. So I'm actually just kind of letting it regenerate in C# code, the equivalent. Didn't say that. I have AMD auth data, whatever. It's not what I said, but I'll let you just go about your business. I did say workspace. Oh, it's already messing it up. It's not using the API handler.cs. Dang it. Nope. You are not following the same structure. I also have an API handler.cs, just like the one in the React application data folder. So this needs to follow, needs to use that in much the same way. It's kind of funny how it doesn't look at your code even when you tell it. In this folder I have this, in this folder I have that. Look at these files and follow the same process. And it goes, okay, let me follow the same process. Blah! Just spits a bunch of crap out on your screen. It's like, oh, but you wanted me to use these files. It's like, yeah, that's what I said. I said that in the code or in the text. Why don't you do what I asked the first time? So are we on to, because this is going to create the login, the logout, all that stuff I need. And I'm going to have all of the bits and parts that are the same, and I want to be able to make those same calls. I didn't realize it was that big, to be honest. I mean, I knew it had a number of things, but... Muscle milk! That means I'm gonna grow muscles. That, you know, really, I don't even think there's milk in muscle milk. Contains no milk. It includes milk proteins, but no milk. What is that? How do you have milk proteins and no milk? "25 grams of protein derived from milk to help rebuild muscles after exercise. Good source of calcium, A, C, and D. 5 grams of fiber from the makers of..." Oh wow, I didn't know that Gatorade made this. I knew I liked it for a reason. But you know what? Gatorade has their own protein powder, and it is gross. I mean, it's like drinking pudding. It is. It's like more dense than this muscle milk, and you're like, oh, wow, that's potent stuff. So what I do sometimes is I use it, I'll make it, and then I'll mix it with, like, I'll make stuff out of it, desserts, things like that. Throw protein in it. It's fun to try stuff, adding protein to things. I like to add chocolate protein powder to chocolate pudding. I make chocolate protein milk and then use that milk in my pudding. So when I make the pudding, I end up with a whole bunch of protein. So it's protein pudding, which is actually pretty good. I tried that with the Gatorade protein powder. It made my pudding really, really thick. I don't like to chew my pudding. So I had to make it pretty thin so that my pudding could not be so bad. I actually use 100% natural whey protein, which is way better. It's just more normal drinky. It's more like this kind of protein. I actually make about a half gallon of that and go through about it. I go through it probably 1.5, about 3/4 of a gallon a week of that. And then of course I have my other protein drinks that I drink along the way. You got to supplement protein, man. If you're working out, it's too hard to get the protein you need from weightlifting and stuff. Just out of natural foods. Not only that, it's really expensive and very filling to do it that way, because why does it put a namespace in there? Where in my code do you see a namespace? Why are you adding a namespace? What in your delusional mind? Why did it change it to AM auth data? Oh my gosh. Just sometimes. Did I type AM? Maybe I forgot to type the G myself. Maybe that would be my fault, but I don't know why you did this. I don't have a namespace. I know, you're probably thinking, but everybody does namespaces. Well, I'm not. No namespace here. Just because I don't want to. I don't need it. I'm not creating multiple main namespaces. I guess if I had a need to have another main namespace, I can maybe see doing it, but I don't have a need for it. All right, so now that I've created that, we now have a login. What did you do? I think that's supposed to be... Yeah, that's what I thought. Just needs parentheses. Don't know why. Maybe I gotta do that for all of these. Did it do something weird? Oh, it's like it forgot to close the thing. It didn't put the squiggly braces on there. Totally bizarre, man. No? Okay, so it wonked this out somehow. What did it do? Oh, it used the wrong quote. Why on earth would it do that? It did the same thing here. Holy bizarre. almost there. Get texture. AMG. And then lastly, get texture. Use the static API. What is this supposed to be doing? Playbook data? What textures expect you? So this method and let's actually use this one. So this method get texture does not exist. What is it meant to do? And since we are using an image loader method class, I think it's this one. Oop. Oh, yeah, utils. The class, on the other hand, is designed for bulk preloading of images into cache. It ensures that the images are downloaded and stored locally before they are needed, improving performance game gameplay. Game card prefab, no. Get texture itself is not responsible for directly loading the image. The actual assignment of the texture to UI. For example, the game card class, blah 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 blah. If the image is preloaded into the cache, would it be loaded this way? Yes. If the image is preloaded into the cache by a preloaded class, would still be used to load the image. Image loader checks the cache first before attempting to download the image. If the image is already cached, it will load it directly from the local storage, avoiding a network request. For example, image loader. Suggested fix. Okay. We'll go with this. See if that fixes the problem. All right, so I think we're close. Let's go ahead and close all these objects because they all just need to close. Get too many of them open. Memory thing. And then we'll go back to my here and see if we can trigger a compile. Do it attached to Unity. Oh, come on, there's more. There's 2 more. All right, so this is not going to go through the auth service, I don't think. I don't even think, do I? All right. How do we update this to not use coroutines and to use the ANG auth data? Let's see this. Where's that call? API call to login. I could get away with. I don't like any of these coroutines. I don't know why. They feel weird. Start coroutine. It just seems like a step. It's like you're encasing your encased. It's just like, just call the function, man. Why are we going through coroutines? They actually have to have a method that says start the coroutine because you have to have a routine to call the routine. Why not just call authservice.login? I don't like coroutines. It feels like an extra layer. See? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Way simpler, way less layers. I hope. And it's going to put something in that actually works, actually exists. Object is an ambiguous reference. Yeah, it is. It's ambiguous even when it isn't ambiguous. Same with this function. This is actually not what I want to see. Start coroutine. What does this do? Handle register. Huh. I mean, I guess I can call this. It doesn't seem like the best way. So you say, why don't you just coding it yourself? Don't be lazy. Stop using AI. I say, why? I don't type that fast. I'm not that precise. And yeah, I gotta be honest, some of this stuff is new to me, but at the same time, it's like, it's not that hard to figure out, but also I know AI types faster than I do. It can fix and put in the right code, and sometimes I just like to look at the code and see what it's doing. And then if it looks like it's about right, I will take it. And then sometimes I go back and do some refactoring because I don't like what it's doing. I mean, you know, some things kind of start getting ugly, like it's using this start routine, which I think is kind of dumb. So we've Oh, that introduced a bunch of errors. See? Now we gotta go back and say, why did you introduce a bunch of errors? Did I miss something? Oh, I know what I did. I didn't actually take the whole thing and replace the whole thing. That's what the problem is. It's mostly the same, it looks like. It's just taking a different tact. The tact I told it to take. So, yeah, I don't know what these ones are. Oh. That's weird, because I know that's not. Where's it getting object from? Where's it getting little object from? The answer is here, but that's kind of weird because I've had this this is perfectly good in most every other place, but what did it do? Find first object by type. Auth service. Explicitly alias unity object. Really? I'm not sure what the other is. You got this because the object type is ambiguous in your code. Both unity.object and built-in object type in C# and the compiler cannot determine which one you are referring to. This might be because unity object type is being used in find first object type method, but the code does not explicitly. Here's how I fixed the code. I added the I. This shows that all reference objects to object in the file explicitly. Huh. So why? Why can't I just remove the other one? Is the other one being used? Is a C# object available use? No, I just remove the import. So it's not using this collections. Does that fix the problem if I just take that out? Well, it didn't fix it, so I guess I have to do what it says, but it just seems odd. Alright, well, let's not overthink it. If that's the problem, I will declare this object and see if that fixes the issue. Okie dokie, Smokey. Alright, we're gonna go back here. Attached Unity. Oh, come on! I just got all that fixed. Hey, wait, there's no errors. What nonsense are you speaking? There's no errors. Alright, well, let's see what this is saying. Huh. Well, as far as I'm seeing anyway. Oh, there it goes. Now I have 5 errors. Oh my gosh. It's more of this stuff. I don't know how come it misses these things. It's like it only compiles some stuff. Stop sitting so weird, Ken. Sit up straight. I tell you, those ghosts clear the brain. Hey, so have anybody ever tried? It's called, is it Nero gum? Let's go Amazon. Have you ever tried that stuff? Curious. People, you know, it gets good reviews, but, or at least so I've heard. Oh, they don't have Nero gum. Oh yeah, they do Nero gum. See, people give it really good reviews. I mean, it's like, that's crazy talk. Look at that, 4.3 out of 5. Energy gum. How much caffeine is in it? I mean, really, if it's L-theanine, caffeine, and feed vitamins. I mean, that's kind of what my Ghost has in it. It probably has less caffeine, but let's go see what people are actually saying. Excellent product. Excellent option to keep me focused. Game changer. Rest up. The boost I need. I love the flavor. It gives me the energy. No jitters. Wow. Excellent product. Come on, somebody has something crappy to say. Somebody's going to say, this don't do squat. Blah, 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 blah. Come on, people. There's got to be a bad review somewhere. Somebody thinks that sucks. Let's go read a 3-star review. Let's go read some 3-star reviews. Not too fond of the flavor. It's awful. Pepper with spearmint. Even double mint sugar free. When I take this, I do not feel sleepy. It helps not feel sleepy. It helps with energy, which is great because I always get up 4 a.m. With this, I do not feel tired, which is great. They do like it. It tastes fine, but no noticeable effects. Aha! Aha! Not a fan. I was curious about this product. I was not feeling the expected results, and the flavor is not good as I wanted it to be. I don't know if the other flavor is better. There's multiple. I don't get the hype. Maybe it's just targeted ads, or maybe there's a great advertising campaign. But I had been seeing this everywhere. As a surgeon and coffee lover, I'm pretty tolerant to caffeine, but I also chew gum for a good part of the day. So I figured this might be a way up. I've gone through about half the pack, but there's no take so far. The Packaging quality and appearance is really nice. The taste is decent. The meh. It didn't really feel like it provided me any more clarity of mind. I'll finish off this batch and see if my opinion changes. Tastes okay. Does it work? I'm not sure. A little medicine taste, but not overwhelming. Order takes too long to arrive. That was their big complaint. Nothing special. Disappointing. False advertisement. Not sure if this works or not. And you know 2s and 1s are going to be even worse. So 69% of people say, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then everybody else kind of like, eh. How much caffeine does it actually have? Does it say? I'm going to go get a caffeine kick, blah, 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 blah. Melatonin, isn't that like opposite? Isn't melatonin like puts you to sleep? Functional gum and it's patented cold compression. Unlike other heat extruded gum and mints, our products are created using cold compression technology. That's so. It doesn't say how much caffeine. It just says boosts energy levels, improves focus and productivity. I'm just curious how much it has, like in comparison to like my Ghost. So I don't see, it doesn't tell you how much of anything. That's kind of an odd, to me that's odd. Let's see, what's this say? Caffeine, only 80, that's like less than a cup of coffee. So you get like less than a cup of coffee of caffeine. Because a cup of coffee is like 90. I have a very high tolerance to caffeine. I mean, literally, I take a drink that's between 200, depending on which one I'm using on any given morning, I take a 200 to 250 milligrams of caffeine pre-workout. And then oftentimes in the afternoon, I'll drink another Kickstart, which is only like 80 or 90 milligrams. But if I drink a Ghost, that's another 200. So, and I never have side effects. I mean, really, I mean, yeah, if I take it like an hour or two before bed, possibly, but I typically make sure if I'm done drinking most, if not all of it, hours before I go to bed. And if I'm 3 or 4 hours before I go to bed, if I'm tired, I'll sleep. So I have made the mistake of drinking caffeine too late, and yeah, that's maybe, but I don't know. I feel like it might be good if you're a person who just doesn't drink coffee or doesn't drink stuff, but I would probably be going through this stuff like 2 at a time to get the kick I want. I don't know, what is the expected take? I mean, what is a serving? 2 pieces. So 2 pieces is only 80 milligrams of caffeine. Again, kind of low. 1 piece is a half a cup. So they're saying 2 is, it depends on your coffee, but so it takes 2 pieces to get to 80. I don't know if it's worth 22 bucks. How many do you get for 22 bucks? It's 27 servings. So for, is that a little less than $1 a serving? That's more than my cans of caffeine. Okay, maybe not. Probably $1 or something. But I get a lot more caffeine. So I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, and it says 0 sugar, which is fine, but I have 0 sugar in my drinks too, so. All right, let's pull out Now, to be fair, these do have other stuff. 100% deal. Let's see what we got here. All right, so it has no theanine, but it does have 100% of B6, B12. All right, what does this have? So that one has 200% of B12. This only has 100% of B12. That one doesn't have, it has B6 82%, but this has 100%. And niacin, which is what is that? B3? Vitamin B3? That doesn't even have niacin. And of course, this doesn't have any theanine, but I've seen that in other drinks. Yeah, this doesn't have theanine. It has other stuff. Neurofactor coffee Arabica fruit extract. So this has Neurofactor in it. It does have the Ghost Energy, has Carnipure taurine, natural caffeine, 200 milligrams. It also has alpha GPC, whatever the heck that is. So it has 200 milligrams of caffeine. So this has a lot more. This is like 2.5 cups of coffee by the time I'm done drinking it. So there you go. This has 5 calories and 0 sugars. So, and this probably costs $1.25 because I get them at Costco. I think they're like $1.25 each, which is a pretty good deal. And this is $1. Well, this is less than $1, but it's about 80 cents, I think. That's 80 cents per serving. But you only get 1 cup of coffee. If you want 2 servings, that's $1.60. It's going to be more than one of these. So, and if you have a high tolerance for caffeine, that's going to not work very well for you. So, hey, I guess that depends on you. But I probably won't try the Nero Gum. Not for that kind of money. I don't think it matches to my Ghosts. I was thinking maybe if it was cheaper and similar. But I just don't see the benefits of it for me. So, all right, back to task. So I was trying to knock out these errors. Update username. Do I have a username change method? I think I created one. I thought I did. Let's go see what my my user account has. Oh, I'm pretty sure I did. Because it included like a word test, bad words test, making sure, users don't use bad words in their username. Yeah, I know. I had to go find a. I know. I didn't. You were fast. Definitely faster than my wife. When my wife goes to Costco, yeah, she's not back in 15, 20 minutes. I thought you were gonna. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I am gonna break, but I'm not gonna break for long. I'm gonna stop, break, and then I'm gonna try and do a short stream where I'm gonna try and do a vibe code. I'm gonna try and do a quick vibe code. I'm like a detour, a little break, change of direction, get a fresh brain going, and then I'll switch back over to this. I do like to break between streams where I totally change directions, though, just so I can give them different titles, that kind of thing. But it's a vibe code thing I want to try. But first, I got to figure this out. All right, so we got get player ID, import, add team by player, get team player ID, delete team player, assign player to team, add collection. So I don't have a service that's like, I have get player ID there, but like, convert. Assign player to team. Assign player to team. Assign player to team. Where am I? Oh, I'm in players. Holy cow. Let's go look in the right thing, man. User account, Ken. Go look in the right thing. Down here. This is the story you want. There it is. Create user. Find user email. Find user. Update user streamer key. Generate custom user ID. So yeah, I have update username. Yeah, see, I got an update username. I should make it so they can't change it all the time. You know, like a lot of them, they'll say like, you can change this once a month or every 30 days or or every week or something. You can only change it every so often. I think that would be better than constantly changing your name. I mean, I'll do that, but don't need it right now, I guess. And user account. Get user by ID. Get user by username. Update username. So it's going to be update username. User account data. Alright, so update user. What do you mean it doesn't have a definition for? Oh, because that's supposed to be user account data. This function is using the wrong reference. Should be user account data. Also, let's rewrite this to get rid of the start coroutine. I really don't like this coroutine garbage. It's like an extra layer of gobbledygook. Wait, what? Confirm delete account. What do you... What? Is there more than one change here? And where? Oh, no, it's doing it there. Is that what this is? Confirm delete account? Oh, that set a button. Sweat. Where is confirm delete account at? Confirm deletion. Update this. Update account management. So it is using the AMG what the heck? User account data. Using the user account data instead of user account service and restructure to eliminate the start coroutine. sometimes it just does its own thing. They get rid of all, they do the whole thing. Oops. Gotta make sure I only. All right. Now, I don't know that I have a get email. Do I have a user account thing that's update username? I think the email, is actually coming from the get user game details. So I'm pretty sure that's going to come from the token. Should help her. Decode token. Simple JSON. Let's go look at the same thing I have in here. It's actually not what I have in here, but let's go look at this one. All right, so here I have Auth, Google Auth, utils, Auth. All right, here we go. Get token. Get cookie with token. Get token payload. Get token value. All right. So let's go back over to here. It's the auth.js. Can we add to the auth service.cs a get token value to mimic the get token value in the PFFM web? Oh shoot, that's gonna have to, dang it, PFFM / source / app / utils / auth.js. This is where the email can be fetched for the user, as it is included in the token. Account manager or management, manage document.cs will need to be updated to call the get token value email to populate the you know what, how am I doing? I want to make sure I do it the same way. Let's go over here quick. So do I have user account? What is user account data getting? Because I feel like it's something it's not getting. When I go, you know, I think I have my mouse too fine. I'm bouncing around too much. All right, so if I go here and then I go to my AMG, if I go to account and account management, and then I have email. Email is never set here. Interesting. Username error. Interesting. Is edit username. How's it loading this? Because obviously I do have an email. That's what this is. Oh, I don't show email on this page. Holy moly, I don't show their email on this page? What? What craziness is this? I don't show an email? So where's it getting that from? Why does it? Was it? Whose was it? I don't. Whose was it? Was it? Who is it? Why am I? Why does it do that? I don't even have a use for the email address. Oh, you may not be able to even read this because I didn't put this in the right. I didn't give it the full context. Yeah, it's not going to be able to read this. Let's try this again. Close that. And then we'll go to this one. Nope, not that one. This one. Oh, really? I hate when I copy stuff and then it doesn't actually copy stuff. Copy. Paste. What the heck? Why aren't you copying this? Sheesh. So I was using the agent a lot, but now I don't use agent as much because I'm getting to that point where I have my code kind of set up the way I want, and agent tends to wreck things. So I like to see what it's doing and go I know what it's doing wrong and know what it's updating. So we'll go to Auth service. Awake. Making sure it's not mangling anything. Get token value. New method to get token value field by name. Are we doing that? does a lot of stuff. I feel like it's redundantizing. Making things up now. Redundantating. We don't want that. We don't want things to be redundantating because, you know. All right, so it does have a get email now. At least it should. Yay! Ah, now we're doing this again. Object dot find first object type. Don't like that it keeps undoing this because I keep fixing it and it keeps doing something else. Object dot find. Thing. Object find. Oops, what did I do? Nope, object find first object type. Object find. Huh. Argument 1. Cannot convert from bool to Unity engine. Find objects inactive. What do you suggest? What's your suggestion here? Didn't do anything. I didn't do that. What's your problem, man? Nah, it's always something. All right. Okay, so are we done? Are we actually able to compile yet? Oh, we're down to one error. Team does not. Oh yeah. It doesn't have players, but I'm gonna take that out because I don't think I'm actually using it yet. I will comment it out for now. I will eventually have to figure out something for that, but I don't think that's a stopper yet. All right, so now we're compiling. All right. I got a couple of warnings that shouldn't stop me from doing what I'm trying to do now. So if I go over here to my projects, I was trying. What was I trying to do, man? It's been so long that I don't even remember. What was I trying to do? Got my stuff in here. I was trying to connect a script. Oh, the user account. Is that right? All right, let's go close this guy. Go back here. What was I working on? Because it was way up there. may actually be me changing directions. I have to go back. Yep. Figures, sidetrack, split. No history. Drink. Playbook. Game data. API handler. AMG Auth. Place. Cannot remember what I was trying to connect over here. All that to get compiled. So I created a script. The script was supposed to allow me to do something. Now I can't remember what it is. I was trying to plug it in. I had to get compiled so that the script I created would be something. Oh, button outline? Is that the one I was trying to connect? Maybe it was button outline. So I had to go, I was trying to do my continue button. That's right, register button. And I wanted to see if I could attach this script. I don't know, probably not. Button outline, yeah, see there it is. And does it work? Probably not, but we're gonna try. Doesn't do anything. All right, not going to worry about it right now. Let's go ahead and let's take a break. I was going to hit play and try to see if I can connect, but I'm afraid if I start that, I'm going to not be able to break because I'll keep going. So there we go. There's my first attempt. I got everything kind of compiling again. I've got all my code in place. Next step, trying to run this thing, starting to see if I can actually get it to connect to the back end. Won't that be awesome? That'll be later, but I'm going to actually do another stream here shortly. I'm going to do a quick vibe code, just kind of change directions, totally unrelated application, but I want to try something. I want to see. It's kind of complex, but kind of not. So we'll see how it works. I'm not completely sure how it's going to go. I want to try Gemini 2.5. I'm going to give it I'm going to try this audio version of what it is I want. And I don't think it's going to work, but we'll try.